I want to talk about security. And I want to talk about it in the context of leadership because I have heard a very popular leader speaking on the subject, and I would like to comment on his comments. His comments point out the fact that insecure people do not make good leaders, and that secure people make good leaders. Of course, this is true. I'm not arguing with him. But what I would like to add is something that he neglects to point out. And I want to add it because his remarks are often disparaging towards people who are insecure. The main cause of insecurity in life is a lack of love. Speaking as one who has dealt with insecurity for my whole life, the only way that I have found to legitimately get rid of my insecurity and become secure is through love. Specifically, I have to intentionally receive the love of God, receive the love of Jesus and the Holy Spirit on a regular, constant basis. And what does that do? That secures me. And it works against the insecurity that I have dealt with my whole life. Which, if we think logically about it and go back, we can see that the lack of consistent love in my life is what caused me to be insecure in the first place. And it is why I have dealt with insecurity for most of my life. Back to leadership and the prominent leader's remarks on leadership. It is challenging to listen to him speak of insecure people in a disparaging way because of those facts that I just stated about the causes of insecurity. This leader himself is very secure, which is a good thing. I much prefer people to be secure than insecure, myself included. And I'm not promoting insecurity as a good thing. But what I would like to point out is that the insecure person has had to struggle and fight and work infinitely harder and more than the secure person in life at so many things. These are general statements, of course. The workload of any particular person, be they secure or insecure, varies infinitely depending on an infinite number of factors. However, the workload of the insecure person to simply attain security that the secure person already has is infinitely higher than the secure person, because the secure person does not have to do that particular work. The insecure person has worked harder, struggled more, done way more than the secure person to try to move ahead in life. And yet, the secure person is looked up to as the leader, when the insecure person often has much more experience and wisdom gained through his struggle. And the secure person has not had to do these things. Again, security is much more preferable to insecurity, and that way of living, being secure in love and living on that security in all aspects of life, is much more preferable. However, it is unjust for the secure person to speak disparagingly of the insecure person because of these facts. It is not kind, it is not compassionate, and it is not understanding. While it is a fact that secure people make better leaders, and you have to be secure to lead, leadership, as I've mentioned before, does not automatically and necessarily equate with truth, reality, love, etc. All good leadership equates with is being able to influence people and lead them, which is an extremely important thing in life, an extremely important factor in life, one that I myself am working hard to use it to do good things. However, there is more to life than leadership. Therefore, just because someone is a good leader because they are secure does not necessarily mean that they are telling you the truth, acting in love, or leading you or others to the places that they need to go. It could be the case, and we hope that it is the case when good leaders, or that good leaders do that, but it is not always the case. Good leadership is simply the ability to influence others and lead them, which is a great thing if one is leading them to the places that they need to go in life, which can be many places, of course, depending on the people. The main one, of course, being leading them to Christ and to life in Him, but there are other places in life to be led to that are important. But if a person is just happy about their leadership because they're a good leader, and they assume that that equates to knowing the truth or living in love or getting people to where they need to go, then they are assuming incorrectly. All it means is that they are able to influence them. And we hope that they are influencing them for the right ways. Not to mention the fact that secure people did nothing to be secure except receive love well when they were young. Another generality. Of course, there are other factors that I'm not aware of. I'm speaking in very broad, general terms about basic foundational things in life. When the insecure person did nothing to become insecure except miss out on love. Secure leaders, do not take your leadership or your security for granted. And be sure that you are leading people to the places they really, truly need to go.